I just want to apologize if my voice sounds a bit weak this video because, well, I had a cold and, I'm still kind of recovering. But, I've been wanting to make this video for a little while now. There's not really going to be an intro today. This is mainly unscripted and I'm trying to get my thoughts, if not fully unscripted, probably fully unscripted. Because I want to get my thoughts into the open. I mean, no one's really asked me about it, but I feel like I should at least address it since I am a Stray Kids stan. Stray Kids was the first group I ever stanned, and I really enjoyed their music, which was kind of the thing that sold me on standing them. Now, I'm a person who kind of finds commitment hard, and I find fandom names cringy. So it took me a full 2 months of standing Stray Kids to be able to confidently call myself a stay, which was a pretty big step in my career, quote unquote. So I don't know if I'm going to get hate for saying this, but I've really not been into K-pop for that long. I just enjoy YouTube videos and I don't really have many friends to talk about K-pop with, so I just kind of thought I'd create a channel. So I'm still fairly inexperienced. I mean, I've been into K-pop for a little over a year now. I kind of started standing Stray Kids around about the time we are in now, maybe a month later or something. So, my first comeback was, well, quote unquote comeback was Double Knot. And I watched it at school and I was really excited. But that being said, I never really had a chance to connect with Woojin that much, since I was only really fully into the group for maybe 2 or 3 months at most. At the time Double Knot came out, I pretty much barely knew their names and faces because I'm really bad with names and faces. When he did leave the group, I felt so sad, even though I'd just gotten into Stray Kids pretty much. Yeah, I felt really sad because even though I didn't really notice Woojin, no one really noticed Woojin until he left the group, and I think that that's also part of the reason why this wasn't spotted earlier, because now you've got all these clips being compiled by YouTubers which show Woojin being mean and stuff, and I feel like if he was, say for example, Changbin, then this pattern of behavior might have been spotted earlier. I don't condone what he's done whatsoever, and I'm not supporting him anymore. I used to be quite an adamant follower of Woojin. I was very excited when he opened his Instagram and Twitter, and I was like, yes, finally some content. Hopefully we can see some music or something, because I really, really enjoy his voice, and I still really do despite everything that's happened. I can't just stop enjoying someone's voice because of a controversy. If he does release music, I will listen to it, if not only for my monthly series that I do on YouTube, then just because it is Woojin. Mentally, I don't want to support him, but he is part of the group that got me fully into K-pop. And all those crack videos and stuff that are on YouTube? Well, I'm obviously an avid watcher of those, and I was I think maybe 2 days ago, just watching one of those before I went to school, and I saw Woojin in it, and that was kind of the first time I started feeling really, really uncomfortable. It makes me feel some sort of way seeing him now. And when he did leave Stray Kids, I always in my heart knew that he didn't leave Stray Kids. I knew that he was kicked out or something. And then I found out that the other guy from Day 6 had been kicked out of JYP, and there wasn't any final closing statement for that and stuff. So I was just kind of oh, okay, well, Woojin's obviously been kicked out of JYP. Everything kind of pointed to that. The Stray Kids members never really spoke about him, whereas I feel if you left on good terms, you would at least maybe acknowledge your friend, but they didn't. And earlier this year, Chan went on VLive, and he talked about a member of a team not being good and all that. I don't really remember it because it was a while ago that I watched it, because I had originally thought that he was kicked out for breaking the dating ban, or something kind of trivial like that. I didn't expect it to be anything to do with personality and stuff. Looking back on that live, you can kind of see what Chan was hinting at. It is just a sad thing to happen, isn't it? Now, I never want to say don't believe the victim, but a lot of people on Twitter are coming out and saying that they've had experiences with Woojin and stuff. I don't really know how to react to that because I obviously follow internet drama, so I kind of am starting to learn what things to look out for. There have been multiple cases in the non-K-pop drama world where someone's come out with an allegation and the allegation has been proven to be true, but then a lot of people jump on the bandwagon, like with the James Charles thing by Sister that happened last year. I don't want to not believe the victim because I never want to do that, but things have happened in the past where one person's come out with an allegation that's turned out to be true, but then a bunch of other people make up allegations and those allegations aren't true. So I'm kind of hesitant on what to believe. I obviously believe the original person that came out with it because I don't think they were doing it with malintent. If they really wanted it to be with malintent and like to destroy someone's career, then they would have targeted like a person who's very much on the scene and they would have outright stated it instead of kind of hinting at it. But I honestly don't think it came from malintent, and I'm more willing to believe it because of that. But the funny thing to me is that Woojin thought he could get away with it. Honestly, I don't know how he thought that people wouldn't figure out that it was a fake company. That's the thing that gets me the most, because at first I was like, I heard that there were like rumors that the company might not be real, and it was like, I was like, that's a bit weird. Why would you like fake a company? And then it actually came out that the company wasn't real and he'd like used the name of like an American DJ group or something like that. And he'd used like the logo from a furniture shop or something. And the phone number was fake. And the address was just like an apartment building. It's so easy to search things like that up. I don't know how you thought you'd get away with it. It's honestly quite laughable. And there was also a thing how in the statement from the quote unquote company, they referred to all of this as I and we, whereas the company would only ever say we. And, you know, Woojin's like first official statement was also very odd. It was literally like, this is the most absurd thing that's ever happened to me. Some random person accused me. I don't even know this person. I don't know what they're talking about. By the way, stream my new upcoming single and come back. It's laughable. I have supported Stray Kids for as long as I've known them, and I will continue to support Stray Kids. I used to be an OT9 stan. Even when Woojin left, I was still like latching onto the possibility that OT9 would maybe be a real thing again. Because while I might love even choreographies, I really won't let that get in the way of me supporting Stray Kids from here on out. With one last kind of final dying wish, #8.